Hey guys, guess who's here?
Lisa's husband. How you doing? I'm Sheldon. What would you like to talk about today? The Dave Ramsey information? Guys, I must say, we started this about 2 months ago, and it's really changed the way we save our money and invest, pay off bills. It's really has been a big change in our family's home. But if you really want to get rid of debt, you have to be willing to get rid of things. Cable, we got rid of cable.
We haven't had cable in a long time though.
Yeah.
Years. So.
Cell phones. If you're married, do both parties really need a cell phone? It's ridiculous. Our families grew up, no one had a cell phone when we were kids, but now everybody, including the little children, has cell phones. So you have to look at things you can give up, things you don't need, things you can sell. I had an antique car. I actually have two of them, but I've sold one to get out of debt. We're on baby step 2, 3?
3.
We're on baby step 3.
Because we are doing baby step 4, which is the 15%. We've been doing that all along.
Yeah, I was doing
for years.
The 15% in our 401k
Don't
prior to following Dave Ramsey information. So, I had to cut it back to focus more on bills. But the good thing is that I've been employed for the same company for a very long time, so I was able to save a lot of money. So the steps are sort of jumbled when it comes to us, the baby steps from 1 to 5, because we're really ahead of the curve when it comes to our 401k. We own a house, so we're trying to pay that down. That's really the big step, what's left. We've gotten rid of all the small credit cards. We have one more for around $1,000 that we gotta get rid of, and then it's really
and then
just
our car note and insurance. Car note and the mortgage is the only thing.
It's the only thing we have left, and it's a big difference. It's really, really a big difference at the end of the month to see all this extra money, and then you put that extra money on the mortgage or put it on that small bill you have left, and it's just been great, the whole experience. So as I said, we've been doing it for 2 months. Within the 2 months, as I said, I managed to sell one of the antique cars. That helped a lot, freed up the space. Just getting rid of all this extra stuff has freed up the whole house. We have extra space in the.
Oh, you didn't tell them that we just canceled Hulu.
Yeah, we have Netflix. We had Netflix and Hulu because we didn't have cable, but really one is enough, so we canceled Hulu. I know it's nothing, $10 a month, whatever it may be, but it all adds up. So we've been doing very well. Today we had to dip into the emergency fund because my wife saw a mouse, and so we had to have exterminators come out. But
no, I saw a mouse.
By the way, that's my son Kendall speaking from the side of the camera. Hey Kendall.
Howdy.
Yeah, he's 9. That's great. Anything else you have to say?
So what do you suggest? What do you think about the Dave Ramsey plan? What do you?
It's really good. I think most people should start it when they're 20. It should be a mandatory class for
If
every.
I knew what I've
because
learned in the last couple of months, I know this house would have been paid off.
School is almost
5
useless
years.
if you knew this guy's plan. They could offer a class just on, and it's so simple.
6 steps.
6 steps to financial security.
And he's not saying that you have to do it step by step. He's just saying do what works for you.
Right.
You may already have, like my husband said, the 401k set up, the college fund set up. We already had those things set up. The only thing we did different was purchase a house, but we always had we always bought a house, and we always sort of owned a house. So that's not a big deal to us.
Right. But if we knew what we knew prior, we probably would have bought a less expensive home.
Well, we did. The house that we had before was a huge house.
Yes.
But
that wasn't because of Dave Ramsey.
No, I'm saying it was a huge house, and it was like a five bedroom, 3-bath house.
Home,
so
right.
we sold that house because it was just 3 people at the time.
Yeah, the house was big. It was like a condo.
Huge. So then we sold the house for the house that we have now.
The house was like 3,000 square foot.
Yeah, it was just too big for us.
But we didn't need it.
We have a big house. We still have a big house now, but it's more than half the price of what we had paid the last time.
Correct. So, and still, I don't use this whole
and we
house.
don't use about 3 or 4 of the rooms, 2 or 3 of the rooms. 4 of the rooms, honestly.
One of the rooms are still empty because
it's just too.
It's just too much. And you buy these things because you're programmed to be better than the next person or be better, but you don't need that stuff. It's overkill. You don't need any of that stuff because realistically, you can only use 1 bedroom at a time. Unless you have a big, large family. But as I said, it's just 3 of us, so we don't need all that extra space.
But we still have it. We just don't need it.
Right. So first, guys, I would say the biggest thing is to find what you can cut immediately. You're married, as I said. One of you guys are at work all day. You don't need 2 cell phones. It's ridiculous. So that's a quick $50 a month, $60 a month based on your plan. Cut. Do you need cable when you're at work all day? As I said, Netflix works for this family. My son's still able to watch his Disney shows, National Geographics, educational shows.
And honestly, he prefers to watch those international cartoons. So he gets to see those.
For us, it's great. And you can take Netflix with you if you have a tablet, so it actually makes more sense. But yeah, find some things to cut, find some things to sell, and then get on the program. It really works. And I'd like to thank Dave Ramsey and my wife for bringing it to my attention.
What?
The funny thing about this is that we heard Dave Ramsey about 5 years ago, but we weren't really locked into what he was saying.
And we thought that we didn't have a lot of debt. Because we never have credit cards, we don't use all that stuff. Whatever we buy pretty much cash anyway. But to find a formula that's so easy, so simple.
Right. And we didn't have any big debt. I had a lot of credit cards with a lot of small debt.
$100 here,
$100
I'm not
there,
talking about like
$200 here, Best Buy,
And we would pay that off in a month or two.
Right. And I had one card with a lot of debt, but we finally got rid of that. So, as I said, life is good, things are great. Do the program; it'll turn your life around.
Thank you.
Peace.